Hey, this is Curvaceous Writer, also Empress Beloved. No, I was just sitting here, having some thoughts going through my mind. I had watched a movie. It was a documentary called Savage Land. Okay, it's on Netflix. One thing about this documentary is that there was 35 millimeter footage that captured various images of what took place in Arizona, this little border town with about 50 people, the population of 50 people. Now, it was one man, he was a photographer, you know, he wasn't homeless, he just lived in a little town, kept to himself, he was different, you know. We all know how the law enforcement is. Leave it at that. So one day he's at home. One of the guys enter his home, but he entered the home and he was unalive. And he tried to, well, he didn't try. He attacked the homeowner. The homeowner defended himself. Okay. Now, based on what entered his home, that is something that you guys look at for entertainment. The Walking Dead, The Living Dead, or whatever the movie is. Now, you guys think that's just for entertainment? No, it's not. And they really don't move that slow. Now, this man had real footage of real demons coming down this hill in Arizona. So he started making his way through the town, and he came across one of the best sharpshooters known in that area, a marksman, never miss his target. So this marksman also saw these creatures. He decided to stop his truck, get out his truck, take his shotgun out, whatever weapon, and shoot at them. Now these are demons. Okay, now you're shooting at this demon. What do you think's gonna happen? Yeah, reflect back to those movies, but those movies don't got shit on reality. So, the photographer got footage of this. When I say footage, I mean like photographs. Okay, so the photographer continued to run through the town. He's steady taking pictures of everything that's going on. So, when you're a photographer, it's like you have a certain mindset. So even though you're on the front line, if you're covering, something in the Middle East that's disastrous, it's like you're able to still perform for whatever reason. It's a photographer's thing. Okay, so I really want you to watch the movie. It's called Savage Land. Okay, I'm just gonna skip through because I want you to watch it, and I don't want to spoil shit for nobody. This is not a movie, it's a documentary, it's real. And so, like, basically, when I saw this shit, I was like, what the fuck? And so, I watched it again, okay, and the guy was arrested for killing over 50 people and getting rid of the bodies. The police will follow the draggings of the body, and the bodies would, they disappeared. Some people did commit suicide by jumping off of a water tower. So you have to really be frightened to go and sacrifice yourself that way. When the demons went to the pastor, that resided in that little city with his wife and son, you should have heard his prayer. Listen to his prayer. And I was like, wow. But regardless, he got his ass torn up by those demons. And not just him, his whole fucking family. Okay, and then it goes to where the children are, the school that's in this little community. Man, the photographer caught the images of these demons approaching this young girl. And he had a human moment and left out of his photographer mode and reached his hand out to help her. The thing that was fucked up about this preschool setup is that it had bars on the outside of the windows. He wanted to save the little girl, but he was totally helpless. However, he captured her last moments, through images. It was so, unbelievable, damn. So the photographer was able to escape the town and hitchhike a ride with a truck driver. So he was after experiencing shit like that, we never been in that moment. I can only imagine, And I'm so he hitchhiked the ride with the truck driver. He left the roll of 35 millimeter film in the truck driver's truck. There's this awesome journalist that covers, stories that don't get to the public. So he was putting forth an effort, to, reach out. I don't know how this shit happened, but watch the movie. So the truck driver sent the film to the journalist. The journalist received the film after the truck driver was killed. Watch the movie, the documentary, if you want to know how. So this journalist, developed the film. And not to mention, the photographer was arrested. He was happy to be arrested because he knew that the demons were not going to go there to get him, so he felt safe. Someone did go and interview him, and it's just watching him relive this moment. Oh my God. Now, based on the police department, this motherfucker didn't do all that shit. It's impossible. Okay. Even after the footage, the film was developed and these demons were exposed, based on this shit, being some Freaky Friday shit, who wanted deal with some stuff like that? Seriously, some demons actually came and tore a fucking town up and tore all these people up and made everything disappear and all that. Hell yeah, it happened. Here's the proof. These motherfuckers killed that man knowing that he was innocent. But they have to deal with that. The thing is, I wasn't thinking about all this stuff. I really don't watch The Living Dead. I used to when I was a kid, I called The Walking Dead or some shit when I was a kid. But to really think that, this shit is real, watching that movie don't have shit on reality. That's the point that I'm making. And then based on me knowing that shit is out there and it was headed north, okay? The demons was last seen headed north. Okay, and it's like north of Arizona, whatever the fuck way that is. Okay, and I was like, okay. One thing about it is that the motherfuckers will like just tear you up. Yeah, you're gonna have fear and all that, but hopefully it'll be over fast. So all you billy ass badasses that, just don't want to like pay attention to what's really going on. I started paying attention after somebody, like intentionally tried to intimidate me with voodoo. And the only thing that comes to my mind is, you must not know about me. No, I don't know anything about it. When you approached me with that, it's not something that I want to do. My thing is, I connect with my ancestors. I connect with my Father, the Most High. I fear no man, I fear no woman. I fear no devils, I fear no demons, because thou art with me. And I do walk through the valley of shadow of death, and I didn't fear no evil. I have danced with the devil fearlessly because I want to see what the fuck the motherfucker wanted. Okay, and I knew what it was. Okay. And I also had to deal with my dark night of the soul. It's like we have the choice to do what we want to do, and we also have the choice to do what's right, and we know the difference. Okay, you can be stupid if you want to. We know the difference. Okay, but it's like I live life fearlessly. I do what I want to do for the most part. I work hard, and when I'm able to do what I want to do, that's what I do. I don't like nobody trying to control me. I live my life freely because my father said I can live like that. However, I have been called by my father to, you know, play times over. And I'm like, I answered the call. And I am very grateful, for the life that I have led. And I am like really so happy about this journey that I'm on, because it's like when old girl got at me trying to intimidate me, like on a spiritual level, I'm like, okay. And the bitch was attacking me. And she wasn't the first one. These motherfuckers was doing shit. And I'm like, I knew something was going on, but I really couldn't pinpoint it. And then my father, started sending, people my way, like delivering me little messages. And I was hearing those messages. They were coming in 3. And these not just the deaths of the people who were dying throughout the whole entire year. These were specific messages to verify that I was not tripping. So I'm like, okay. What people don't know is like, I love knowledge. I am a career student. I'm an educator. I love learning. I know how to do intensive research. I have a master's degree. I would have a PhD, but I wasn't paying $45,000 for it. So don't challenge my spirituality or my connections, because they're always in place. Now the games that these bitches, they're in place naturally, based on who I am. Okay. I'm gonna leave that at that. Now based on, this elder, because she is an elder to me, also a mother figure, I'm like very disappointed with her behavior, coming at me like that. She came at me, fake as fuck, and I saw through your shit. Something of those little stories that you were telling me. And then you're going to tell me some motherfucking stories.